Good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, can I have your video? Yes, good. So, how was the quiz?
It was fun.
It was fun. Okay, glad to know that. So,
Ma'am, it was very fun and it was nice even.
okay, that's great. I'm glad to know. We'll keep more such quiz in the future for the coming chapters, definitely. So, I hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, great. So, in the last class, we did the processing of silk, then we started with synthetic and fibers and plastics. We studied about types of synthetic fibers and um, the their characteristics. I hope we have done this topic, right? Characteristics of synthetic fibers.
I don't think so, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Till here, though, I remember that we did types of synthetic fibers, rayon, nylon. Yes, we did. Then there was this activity. We had acrylic fibers, okay, polyester, which is
Oh,
also a
right. I think we stopped here at acrylic fibers.
okay. So we'll do from here characteristics of synthetic fibers. Okay, these are the qualities. This talks about the qualities which synthetic fibers possess, which they have. Okay, that tells us that they are synthetic fibers. So they are durable, less expensive, and readily available in comparison of natural fibers. Okay, we can easily find them. They are durable, like they go on for a long time. They are also less expensive and are easily available for us to buy. Then we have they dry up as quickly as they soak less water than natural fiber. We know that to make fibers, to extract fibers, the process takes place in which they soak it, in which they wash it and soak it and then dry it. So in that process, synthetic fibers they dry quickly. Okay, why? Because they soak less amount of water as compared to natural fibers. Then they are easy to maintain. Okay, synthetic fibers are easy to maintain. Now, what's the disadvantage? It's that they melt on heating. Yeah, I explained this in last class. The clothes made from such fibers catch fire, melts, and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. Like you shouldn't go to the kitchen or near a fireplace, a bonfire, or any fireplace wearing synthetic fiber clothing. So, because they melt on heating. They can catch fire very easily. So that is why you should avoid it. Avoid going to near the fire wearing them. Then you have this activity. You can observe the clothes, okay, and fill in, okay, this table. Then we have plastics. We use so many articles made of plastics in our home. Make a list of such items and their uses. So one by one, can you all give me a name of a plastic, of a material made of plastic and what its use is right now? Any material made of plastic and what it's used for.
Non-polythene.
Polythene. Okay. And its use.
It's used for making bags, plastic bags, polythene bags.
Okay. Good. Yes, Abraham. Can you give me an example of some article or some material that is made of plastic and its use?
Ma'am, ma'am, I don't know a name of a plastic, ma'am. Can you just give me a minute?
Sure. Hi, Simeon. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Okay, so Simeon, we just started with the topic of plastics. Okay, we saw what are the characteristics of synthetic fibers, and then we just began with the topic of plastics. So the question I asked was, if you can give me a name of a plastic thing, okay, a plastic material, and what is it used for? Its use.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, polypropylene.
Okay,
Polypropylene. It's used for making baby toys.
baby dolls.
Baby toys. Toys that are
Baby,
suitable for
okay,
babies.
baby dolls.
Ma'am, I had gone to get my book. So when I went to get my book, ma'am, I hit my head somewhere, ma'am. So I missed 5 minutes of the class.
Oh, are you okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Can you just tell me what happened, ma'am?
What happened? Nothing happened. So me joined and I was telling him what we just did. Okay, that was all. So
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, no problem. Yes, I mean, an example of a material of plastic and its use.
I didn't hear.
An example of a material that is made of plastic and what that material is used for.
Like the plastic bottles that you get at
Yes.
shops, and you can use them for different things. Like you can use them. You mainly use them to drink water from. The other use
Oh,
can be if you are using it for an experiment,
okay. I'll consider the
like this.
first one. To drink like this. Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
my
very
experiment.
your experiment. Okay.
Yeah, it was on
So,
my desk.
okay. What were you experimenting with?
The difference between water and oil, can it be mixed anyhow?
Okay, it's gonna be mixed anyhow. All right. So, I want
So
you to
the red
try.
stuff is the water and the yellow stuff is the oil. And whenever I shake it, the oil becomes cloudy because the water is slightly getting mixed with it. Because there's one chemical I put inside.
One chemical you put inside. All right. That's very interesting. So you can try, if you're experimenting with oil and water, you can try the separation. Okay. You can also try the separation techniques. Okay. Like which technique you can use to make your minds. Okay. Yeah. So,
Ma'am,
Sunny,
can I
yes,
try plastic, ma'am, that I said?
Sure.
Ma'am, ABC plastic. It's used for making building blocks.
ABC plastic. Okay. You mean the building blocks, the A block, B block, and C block. Okay.
No, ma'am,
Alright.
not
So
ABC, ABS, ABS.
ABS plastic.
Yes, ma'am. A high quality
Okay.
plastic.
Okay. Wow. Very good. Well done. So, very good, all of you. Well done. Good answers. So we will study about plastic and its arrangements. Okay. What arrangements it has. All right. 1 minute. Yeah. So, plastic is also a polymer like synthetic fibers. All plastic do not have the same type of arrangement. Okay, so it is a polymer like the synthetic fiber. And different plastics have different kinds of arrangements. Some have a linear arrangement and others have cross-linked arrangement. Okay? Linear arrangement and cross-linked arrangement. So this is the difference. Linear arrangement, it's like this. This is my plastic. It has this arrangement in one line. Okay. And this is cross-linked arrangement. Okay, means that see they are linked in the shape of a plus sign together. Okay. So this is cross-linked arrangement. They are easily moldable. It can be shaped in any form. Okay, plastics can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be colored and melted. They can be rolled into sheets. They can be made into wires. Plastic can be recycled. That is, can be used to make new articles after allowing to melt them. Okay. So we know that plastic things are in different shapes. Okay. If I see like this image of various things made of plastic, I'm having a mug, a tub, a bucket, okay, another bucket, a bin. So they are all made of plastic, but in different shapes, different sizes, different forms, and different colors. Okay. Plastic wires are also there. Okay, things are made out of plastic wires. All right. So these are its characteristics. Characteristics of plastics. Like they can be molded easily in any shape or form. They can be colored, melted. We can roll it into sheets. Okay. Then we can draw it into wires. We can recycle it and can use it to make new articles after melting. Okay. Then articles made of plastic. Try to bend a piece of plastic yourself. Can all the plastic articles be bent easily? You will observe that some plastic articles can bend easily while some break when forced to bend. When we add hot water to a plastic bottle, it gets deformed. Such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. Okay, we studied this in the chapter of metal nanometers. So it's known as thermoplastics. Okay, which can melt on heating. Okay, which we can melt by heating. Those are thermoplastics. Examples are polythene and PV care, some of the example of thermoplastic. Okay. Um, what articles can be made of thermoplastics? Toys, homes, and various types of containers and many more. Okay. Then we have some plastics which when they are molded once, it cannot be softened by heating. Okay. They are called thermosetting plastics. They cannot be softened by heating. Once they are molded into a shape, again, you cannot melt it and mold it again. You cannot do that, okay? Examples are bakelite and melamine. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for making electric switches, handles of various utensils, etc. Okay, if you've seen the handles of utensils, the black in color, okay, which are black in color, they are made of thermosetting plastics. They are very hard. If you've seen them, like even if you heat it, it will not melt. It will not change its shape. Okay, that is known as thermosetting plastic. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay. Then melamine is a versatile material. It resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastics. It is used for making flour, tiles, kitchenware, and fabrics which resist fire. This is the handle of your utensil. Okay, this is made of what? Melamine, bakelite. Okay, and melamine. Can you see this? Okay, this is all thermosetting plastics. Okay, all are thermosetting plastics. So bakelite and melamine are good examples of. Then we have characteristics of plastics and its utility. Utility means use or importance. Importance or use. Okay. Being lighter as compared to metals, plastics are used in cars, aircrafts. Okay, they are used to make containers for storing a food item, water, milk, pickles, medicine, etc. Articles like slippers, furniture like chairs and tables, and decorative items are also made by plastic. Okay, then metals like iron, copper get rusted when exposed to moisture and air, but plastics do not react with water and air. Okay, plastics do not react with water or air. They do not get rusting when they react with air. Okay, they do not react at all with both of those elements. Okay, they are not corroded easily. Okay, that is why they are used to store various kind of material, including many chemicals. Many chemicals are also stored in plastic. Why? Because the chemical will not react with the plastic. Okay, with the plastic container. Now the container will react with any water, moisture, or air. Okay. Plastics are strong and durable. Most of them are strong and durable. Plastic can be molded into different shapes and sizes, and it is used for various purposes. Make a list of different kind of plastic containers that you use in daily life. You can try it out. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. That is why electrical wires have plastic covering. Handles of cooking utensils are also made of plastic, which we saw. Okay. Then let's give this a read. Did you know plastics find extensive use in the healthcare industry? A number of medical instruments, syringes, threads used for stitching wounds, bottles for storing medicines are also made of plastics. Teflon is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. It is used for non-stick coating on cookware. Although plastic catches fire easily, yet melamine is a special plastic which is flame resistant. This is why the uniforms of firemen have coating of melamine plastic. This coating makes the uniform flame resistant. Flame resistant. Okay, the firemen, they have the uniform that they put on when they go to like a place where there's fire burning. When they go to extinguish it, they put on the uniform which has a coating of this melamine plastic on it. Okay, which is flame resistant. Okay, this is flame resistant.
Why does melamine? Why is melamine flame resistant?
It's this characteristics in it. It's like natural property of it. Okay, like that. It's the quality of this kind of plastic, of the melamine plastic. Okay, that it is fire resistant, flame resistant. Okay, so yeah, and a lot of medical instruments are also made of plastic. Okay, and Teflon, the special characteristic of Teflon is that oil and water do not stick on it. Okay, Teflon, oil and water do not stick on it, so it's used for non-stick coating on cookware. Okay, like have you heard of non-stick pans?
Yes, ma'am. I have.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's used to make dosas and things. Non-stick pans.
Yeah, but they're a bit dangerous, right? Non-stick pans, because like one small scratch or anything comes on it, then it'll release some gases, right?
Yes, yes, Ananya. So we use non-stick pans, and on that there is a coating. Okay, on the base inside there is a coating of Teflon. Okay, so that the water and oil do not stick on the pan on its surface. Okay, while we are cooking food. So these are some interesting facts. Okay, about plastics. All right. Then effects of plastics on the environment. Garbage and waste material around us and in our homes disappear in a few days. The main reason is that waste materials get decomposed by the action of microorganisms, but
Ma'am,
plastics. No. Yes, Ibrahim.
ma'am, uh, cellulose is also a type of plastic that catches in fire, right?
What's the name, Ibrahim? Say it again.
Cellulose.
Cellulose. Okay. I'll have to see if that is a plastic, but I don't really think that that comes in the category of a plastic. We'll check it out. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay. Okay. Yes. So plastic. The thing with plastic is that it does not get decomposed easily. Okay. In the environment, naturally, it does not get decomposed naturally in the environment. For example, polythene bags remain in the environment for several years, okay? Because they are not decomposable, they remain in the environment for years. Since plastic takes several years to decompose, it is not environment friendly.
Ma'am,
Okay,
I
this
read
is why,
somewhere
yeah,
that plastic can take even 500 years to decompose or more than that.
yeah, it takes years and years. So that is why, like nowadays in the current scenario, people say that we should not use plastic. We should use paper bags and more natural things instead, more natural alternatives instead of plastics and polythenes. Because if we just throw it in the environment or the garbage is dumped, it does not decompose in the environment. Then what happens? The cows and the animals eat it. Okay, this gets stick inside their system. Okay, which is so dangerous to their health also, to the health of the animals, for the environment, for the soil, for the plants. Okay, for the biodiversity, it is bad. Plastic is bad. So that is why they say to use decomposable alternatives. Okay. It causes environmental pollution, of course. If synthetic materials are burned, they take a long time to burn. In the process, it releases lots of poisonous gases, which may pose danger for all living organisms. Okay. So, if synthetic fibers are burned, like a lot of harmful gases are released in the air, which when animals breathe in, it causes problems to them, to their health. Okay. So, that is why it's said to not burn synthetic fibers in open. All right. Then we have the natural process in which material get decomposed by microorganisms is called biodegradation. Okay. When materials are decomposed naturally in the environment by the microorganisms, that process is known as biodegradation. Okay. Then a material which gets decomposed through microorganisms is called biodegradable. Okay. Which gets naturally decomposed, it's known as biodegradable. Which does not get naturally decomposed by microorganisms is known as non-biodegradable. Okay, these are the terms. What it is called? Okay, it's called biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Okay, process of getting decomposed is known as biodegradation. Okay, then plastic is non-biodegradable. Therefore, avoid the use of plastics as far as possible. Make use of bags made of cotton or jute. The biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste should be collected separately and disposed of separately. Okay. Then we have decomposition of various materials. Okay. These are the types of waste. This is how much time it takes to decompose. This is if it can be decomposed or not. Okay. If it is biodegradable or non-biodegradable. So let's take a look at it. We have peels of vegetable and fruits, leftover food stuff, etc. Um, it takes 1 to 2 weeks to decompose. Okay, and they are biodegradable. They get decomposed through microorganisms. Okay, then we have paper. Takes 10 to 30 days and it's biodegradable. Cotton cloths takes 2 to 5 months. If it get decomposed because it's biodegradable. Wood is also biodegradable, takes 10 to 15 years. Okay. And then we have woolen clothes. Okay, they are biodegradable. They take about a year to get decomposed. Then we have tin, aluminium, and other metal cans. They take 100 to 500 years. Okay, because they are non-biodegradable. Okay, and plastic and polythene bags also like 100 to 500 years. And it is also non-biodegradable, like very hard to get decomposed. Okay. And mainly not like mostly they don't get naturally decomposed. So yes, non-biodegradable. Okay. Yes, Abraham, you want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how can so if metals are non-biodegradable, then why is people not saying that don't use metals either? Limit the use of
Don't
metals.
use metal. Don't use metals either because Abraham, because metals are very essential. Okay, metals are like really important for us to use. If we don't use metals, then there is like it's hard to find such alternative, such like different alternative. Okay, let's see. Suppose if we are heating, let's talk about a utensil. Okay, suppose I have a metal utensil that I'm using for cooking. Okay. So, if I replace it with something biodegradable, can I cook in a paper-made utensil? No, right? So
No,
that
because
is
the paper would burn.
Yes, so that is why some metals are like really important. Like we need them for the basic ones. Okay, so that is why metals are, we don't say no to it. Okay, but they are not like thrown in the environment to get decomposed. Okay, metals do not get thrown in the environment to get decomposed, but I think people recycle their old utensils and used ones. Okay, so right, then you have it is better to recycle the plastic waste, that is unused plastic materials should be made to use again. Okay, what's the sign of reduce, reuse, recycle? Okay, yeah. So during recycling, certain coloring agents are added. This limits its usage especially for storage of food. If you want to make your environment clean, remember the four principles. Okay, we have reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Okay, reduce the usage of the harmful products. Okay, learn to reuse the things. Okay, which can be reused. Learn to recycle them. Okay, so that they can be made into the new product again, and then recover. Okay, then like to recover from the environment. Right. So, harmful effects of polythene, polybags carelessly thrown. Now, what happens when polybags are like carelessly thrown? In the process of eating the food waste, animals swallow polythene bags. This is a major problem that happens. Many cows, they eat polythene bags. These plastic materials choke the respiratory system of these animals or forms ulcers in their stomachs and can be cause of their deaths. Okay, they choke the respiratory because this is hard to digest. Okay, our system doesn't digest polythene and plastics. Okay, the system of animals doesn't digest it. So it ultimately gets stuck in the system. It may get stuck in the respiratory system, okay, in the digestive system. It may cause ulcers in the stomach, okay, and can cause their death. Then polyp bags carelessly thrown here and there are also responsible for clogging the drains too. Okay, drains can be clogged with it. Okay, sometimes people throw the wrappers of chips, biscuits, and other eatables on the road or in parks or public places. It's not a good practice. Okay, like we should always throw them in a bin. Okay, we should recycle them properly in a proper manner. Okay, and they sometimes clog the drains, which causes problems. Okay, so be responsible citizens. Okay, follow, reuse, reduce, recycle, and what was the last one? Recover. Okay, follow that. Follow the basic standardization practices. Okay, and follow the practice to complete your homework too. Okay, kidding. Yeah. So with this, we finished with this chapter. All right. So this chapter is over, and tomorrow we will start a new chapter. Heat. Okay. So finish up the back exercises of this chapter. Okay, finish up the back exercises of fibers and fabrics. All right,
Which
that will be
exercises?
these questions. I mean, index questions 9.5 and end of chapter questions. Okay,
Okay.
chapter 9 it is. All right, take your time, take 2 to 3 days, finish it up. Okay, and also prepare for the test of Friday, the science test of chapter 4 and 5 on Friday. Okay, prepare for that too. All right. So that's all for today. Any questions? Anything you guys want to ask?
Ma'am, when will you post the maths test on the group?
When will I post the math test? By 4, okay, around 4 or a little after 4. You have some time for revision. Take half an hour to take 20 minutes to half an hour for a revision, and then you guys can start with the math test. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
What about
Yes,
the
ma'am.
math doubt?
Math doubt. You're having doubt in 9.6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take that in tomorrow's math lesson. Okay, test is from 9.1 to 9.3 today. All right. Okay. Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Simran.